I was falsely accused of rape and it ruined my life. When I was 15, I started dating this girl, let's call her Worm. I had just gotten out of a relationship and it was sort of a rebound. Things were going great at first, then over time I began to grow apart from her. We didn't share many interests and just were not right for each other in my eyes. She, on the other hand, was obsessed with me, saw me as the love of her life and her future husband, etc., etc. By the time I got enough balls to fully end it, about 8 months had passed. When those 8 months I treated her with nothing but love and respect. After I broke up with her, she began to go insane, telling all her friends, my friends, that I was abusive, beater, etc., etc., which never happened. This went on for a month or two with me having to deal with these false accusations every day. I at this time had gotten back together with my ex from before I had dated Worm. At some point it somehow got to a parent, who of course contacted the school cops, and that's when Worm gave her fake story saying I full force raped her on the couch after everyone fell asleep at a party that I left at 8 p.m. She got her friends who were there to make cohabiting stories saying that I was there being weird with her, etc. I was there with my girlfriend at the time, who didn't let me out of her sight. I won't get into the other holes in the story because the whole thing is so it'd take forever. But this was enough for the police to decide they had probable cause to charge me with rape at the age of 16. Without hearing any other side of the story, my parents already knew about the rumors, but they then saw how serious this was and that my life was at stake for something I didn't even do. We were not rich, but my parents paid thousands on thousands of dollars for a very good lawyer to help me win the case. I was made fun of and bullied by everyone except my close friends at this point, as everyone blindly believed the accuser, because why would you make that up then? Even my close friends distanced themselves as they were starting to catch heat for even still being friends with me. We had all the evidence it didn't happen where I was that day, her saying she misses me on text after the date I supposedly raped her, and she had nothing except her and her friends' stories. I clearly would have won the case, and after it had been stalled for over 8 months, she dropped the case, not forcing her to admit that she lied and not facing any penalty. I also had very harsh rules for that whole time, or else they could take me into custody. Couldn't talk to girls under 18 even though I was 16, 9 p.m. curfew. Couldn't be in public without adult who knew the accusation, etc., etc. I'm now 19 with severe social anxiety from the years of bullying and torment I received. I cannot make new friends because everyone that doesn't know me knows about me because of this. I hate that my parents had to spend 15 to defend from something that didn't even happen. Why the Farron does a 16-year-old girl have the power to ruin my life? I am a shell of my former self physically and personality-wise. I constantly smoke weed to forget about my problems and finally relax. She faced no punishment, and it offer eats at me.